Blessed be. Today is November 1st, and it is National Look for Circles Day. A little awareness holiday to get kids interested in observing their environment. And so today I had my team meeting, and for the icebreaker, did a little twist on it, and I just had everybody spend 30 seconds identifying the circles in their environment. So I went through real quick. It was kind of fun, a little different than what we usually do, and everybody seemed to like it. So today at work, my meeting went really good. So today on the agenda, it was about action macros. Again, kind of presenting what they are. And the focus of this was more about thinking of a way you can automate some of your monotonous commands. It's like we can learn how to do it and set up the right sequence of steps, but first think about what you want it to do. So I showed them my examples of the turning all the layers on and unlocking them all. And then the other one that I do for the cleanup, which does overkill, purge, audit, and all that stuff. So, discussing it, then literally showed the example. I already had a little DWG saved that was set up to look messy, and just was a click, think how long that would take to do it individually. And then boom, like instantaneously. And then the second one with the cleanup one with the overkill, explaining the difference where it's not a fully automated action macro. There are moments for it to request user input. And that had to do with like the overkill selecting the actual stuff you want it to overkill. Because the first time I made that command in the action macro, it saved the coordinates of the overkill. So when I went to run that action macro on a different file, if that floor plan wasn't in those coordinates, it didn't overkill when I needed it to. So that was part of my learning process as to how that worked. Again, it's a lot of trial and error, repeat, stuff like that. So I tasked my team to, based off this example, think of, they've got very niche customers themselves. So you're going to have a lot of repeat stuff. I was like, think of something. Now they definitely agreed with what I did. I was like, then build on that. Think of your process and then what you saw. And then what else would you do? Had them, they all kind of spoke up. I was like, write it down. So we're not going to get to it. We only have an hour. I was like, your assignment for this week is to stare at that little piece of paper. Add to it. Maybe you'll make more, if this just releases a floodgate of ideas. I start writing them down. And then what I'm going to try to get us to do for next week is to spend time, I'll have everybody review what they want. And we can all go off and try to do a quick record. And then we can share screen with each other and test them out, see what worked, see what didn't work. I was like, we can really grow exponentially with this. So much quicker by sharing what we're doing with each other than trying to learn these on our own. Because when you take that idea that I started with and apply it to your methodology and your process, and then you present it to us, you'll have changed what I presented. So now I'm going to learn something new from the way you did it. And maybe that can improve what I started with. So I'm really excited to see how next week goes and see if I can really, get this co-creation to benefit everyone, myself included. My ideas are limited to what's in my head. So I'm excited to interact with my peers at this level and to see how they take these tools and create their own little process. And by telling us what it is, we learn, we grow, and we do new things. So, really good day today. Well, that's really all I have for today. If you'd like to hear more entries into the CAD Bridges Grimoire, don't forget to hit subscribe. And until next time, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.